Alrighty, we are in Nassau. We're taking off here tomorrow morning to head south through the Exumas. We have Gina's sister and family coming, so we're so excited. We're just waiting for them to get here from the airport. But thought I'd do a very quick tour of the boat. People ask all the time, so. I'll first go through the outside and kind of go over all the rigging, and then I'll kind of share some thoughts on what I would and wouldn't do, and then we'll go on the inside. It's nice we have guests coming, so it's pretty clean. It's not perfect, but pretty clean. So from the front of the boat, one of the nicest things about our boat that I just love is all of our extensions are all black. We hardly have any chrome pieces that rust. We have a few that, anyway, if I ever build another boat, that's one huge thing that I'd make sure is done. So up front, we have a place for our spinnaker, and then this is for our Code Zero or our Gennaker. And then behind that, we have our Genoa. And one of the things that I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, I've gone back and forth, but we can't partially furl our Genoa. It's either all the way out or all the way in. Therefore, we have this third furler that goes to our ORC or our trinket sail, but then you have to hoist those up separately. So the rotating mast, one of the biggest questions I get asked all the time, is it worth it? And the answer is I'm not totally sure if it is or not. On big passages, it's definitely awesome. It provides about a knot and a half of extra speed. And as soon as we open it up, it'll quickly go right to where it needs to go, or where it wants to go, I guess. And you can feel it immediately release a lot of pressure. But the downside of it, there is so many issues that come with all the electronics. And we've had numerous times that we've had to reset things and change things because of it. The answer is I'm not sure if it's worth it. One thing I'd like to do a little bit of research on and understand better, what gets demasted more, a rotating mast or a fixed mast? That's a big question. And I think a fixed mast, you could have more load that could end up breaking it. It seems like there is a bit more forgiveness with a rotating mast. So how you rotate it, it has these two connected to the back of the mast, and they go back to the helm. Typically, right when you unlock the furler to make it so it can move, it'll immediately move to its happy place where it needs to be. It's one nice thing, we have north sails now. We had incidents and had so many problems with them. We're so glad to have north sails. They've been amazing so far. So right here is for our trinket as well as our Genoa. And it's so nice. You can trim the sail so easily. And without question, I've seen several different setups, but this is so simple and easy. And it's, without question, it's a must-have on a boat. So all of our lines for our furlers come right back to here, and then we use this winch for it all. So it's kind of interesting. Our stays are done up with Dyneema Looping, and so this is just Dyneema lashed, and then up at the top it holds the mast up with Dyneema Loopings. One frustrating thing about a carbon mast, it hums like crazy in the wind. And so we've learned to hook these up, just hand tighten, and it keeps it from vibrating. It's nice to have 2 inches on each side, and then our spinnaker and our Gennaker, they come back to here. They go all the way to the back there, and here, and then across. And then this is for our dagger boards. We typically just keep them at deck level, and that's about the same depth as our rudder. So we do have 2 helms, and I've gone back and forth on whether or not that's super necessary. You do lose some of your space inside the cockpit area. Anyway, I don't know what's the best way. As far as our wind instruments, we have NKE and our autopilot, which is so awesome. We've loved it. It's been great, no problems thus far. So one of the biggest questions we get asked all the time is, do we have a generator on board? And the answer is no. We had a whisper power generator that we installed, and it worked for about 3 months before it is completely filled up with salt water. Pretty sad. Whisper power wouldn't warranty anything on it, so that was about $12,000 down the drain. But we've added quite a bit of solar, and the solar has been such a huge thing for us, and we've been able to pretty much self-sustain just using the solar. If we didn't have the C-Bobs, we'd be great with just the solar, but the C-Bobs drain us down so much, and so every once in a while we have to run the motors, but typically just moving around, anchoring and re-anchoring, that's enough to keep the battery bank topped off. There's our water maker. Look at Emerson doing laundry. What a good boy. This is a table. Typically, we've had it down forever. It's nice. You can just lounge up here. The kitchen. Gina has added have a bread maker, air fryer for most everything that we do, and then an Instapot, which is so nice. One thing I wish I had, some people have, is a seawater pump here to be able to help you with some of your dishes so you're not wasting so much fresh water. We added this washing machine, which is nice to have. Here's our Helm, or I guess chart table. And both sides of our boat are identical. So this is forward. This is all the storage you got. Not very much. And this goes up into the sail locker. This is the big bedroom. Once again, just very teeny. It's only this side. This is all utility stuff. And here is shower and sink. And here is the toilet. So we do have this chart plotter out here. It's interesting. I was just talking to our friends Tellus. They're so cool. We were just talking yesterday about chart plotters and whether they're worth it, and the simple answer is they're not. Obviously, 9 times out of 10, I'm using Navionics on my phone. Yeah, it's nice for our depth sounder to use it, but most of the time we're not using it. So what a lot of people have done is use computer monitors and just hook up an iPad to it or computer to it that is connected to one chart plotter. We have absolutely loved our boat. One of the things that we love the very most about it is how fast it is. It makes it so nice to be able to get to most places during the day. We're not having to worry about passage making at night, and we're able to do it fast and safe during the day. We can run from weather, and which we've done numerous times. One of the other big things I'm starting to realize, there are faster boats out there. Maybe the only problem is you have to have a crew for those, and we still have yet to come across any boat that can beat us. So we will see. I'm sure there are, but for now, we're the fastest family cruising catamaran out there, and I'm pretty safe to say that. And we're not good sailors. That's what makes it so awesome, is this boat is just incredible. Outremer has just built such an awesome cruising catamaran that flies super fast. Another huge thing is Outremer has been so great to work with. We appreciate everything that they've done with after sales. And so with, you know, brand new boats, used boats, the community of Outremer is amazing. I shared this before, but we had an Airstream before this, and we cruised around the country, and you became immediate friends with so many people that had Airstreams, and Outremer is the same thing. Everywhere you go, you're best friends. You have so much in common immediately just by knowing you have bought the same brand as them. A couple things that have been on my mind a lot lately is I've done a tour of the 55 and the 52 Outremers. I just love the layout of them, and both of them, in respect to livability, are just amazing boats. Rumor has it they're gonna come out with a bigger one, so we'll see. For right now, you know, both of those boats are just amazing boats. They've quit making the 5X about a year ago, I think, is when they rolled out their last one, and so we'll just have to wait and see what Outremer decides to do on a bigger boat. But you know, one of the biggest things when looking for a boat, I'd say, is what are you looking for? Because yeah, you can buy a Outremer and you're gonna be so much faster than everybody else. Yeah, you're not gonna have as much as the creature comforts, but I believe in the newer boats that they've come out with, they've made such a hybrid to make that livability aspect so much better. But it's the $1 million question, and to me, when we're looking at our boat or 4 boats, I knew if I got passed by someone else, it'd frustrate me, and I'd be like, I need to buy that boat. And so I knew I just wanted to buy one boat and not think about it, and so I went with the Outremer 5X, and it has been such a blessing to our family. So grateful to have it. Anyway, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions, put you in touch with the Outremer. But thank you so much for hanging out with us and following along on our journey. We've loved putting out all these videos, and if you have any specific questions of any kind, we'd love to share those things with you. Thanks again. Looking forward to having you this next week as we explore the Bahamas. Such an amazing place. We're going to be heading down to the Exumas.